Excuse me, how do I turn this off?
Your watch is displaying the requirement for your attention.
How do I turn this off? Oh, I should do it.
Classic. I asked for a new phone.
Okay, that's good. Okay, let's, we'll call the September 2nd,
Serious on there.
call the September 2nd planning board meeting to order. Let's see, we have all present and accounted for, but for our awaited appointment by the town board of the 7th member of the planning board. I was told that that would happen soon. Does anyone have any information on that? No? Nobody knows. Everybody received their minutes from Fran?
Yes.
Take a motion to approve
In the
them.
future, minutes will not be distributed, they will be available on the portal.
The portal, the famous portal is now
The
in
new
place.
system we're going to, yes.
Everybody's aware of that. Mary Beth has requested a paper copy of this. Am I correct, Mary Beth?
The minutes will be fine, I'll get them off the portal.
Okay, great. Okay, everybody have a chance to see them? That's a motion to approve.
Move we approve the
Second.
minutes. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Great. Correspondence, I had one from the Orange County Planning Department. Fran, I'll send that over to you. Our resolution of decision, I think that might be under the Cornwall Social. Maybe we'll do a really quick brief on a site change that we're going to allow for Cornwall Social. Kristen?
Yes, so Cornwall Social submitted to me a potential field change to modify the landscaping from the approved plan that was approved by this board, I think, in 2022. Typically, a field change would be the type of change like swapping out landscaping species because something it doesn't have availability, or potentially like a new owner wants to move something around or something is too expensive. So that's what has basically happened, and the owner is wishing to basically switch out some species and not really lose landscaping. The buffers that were very important to this board at the time of approval along Shore Drive are still maintained, no changes there. The hedgerow along the front on 94 is still maintained. Basically just switching out some species internal to the site, changing some spacing, clustering some of the species together. And they are removing a section of the landscaping next to Building 1, around the area between Building 1 and the dumpster enclosure, excuse me. So I don't have any issue as long as this board is comfortable with that. I will issue approval for a field change, and I'll write a letter for the file for Gary.
That would be great.
Mr. Chairman, move we authorize a field change at the discretion of the building inspector and our planner.
Okay, any discussion on that? Any objection?
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
So it will be done.
All right, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Old business, there is seeing none. And also for the record, I'll note that Dominic is unable to attend tonight. I'm sorry I missed that at the beginning, just do not get a conflict. We'll ask him to prepare a resolution for next month in the ensuing discussion. Okay, with that, we have no public hearing scheduled tonight. So we have Lands of Cerritos. Are we here? Yes.
Could I put this here?
Yes, that's fine. Is there an easel possible? Do we have an easel? No easels present. Okay. Well, we've got the plans, doesn't it?
Good evening, my name is Darren Stradine from Heritage Land Surveying. Last time we were here, we discussed the basics of the site plan for what we're closing in on a barber shop on Lot 3 of the original subdivision, which was a 4-lot subdivision. Since the last meeting, we added actually 2 parking spaces. One, I didn't know if we counted the handicap spot as part of the 6, so I just added another one. It's just an extra one. I can fit it on there, so why not? And I added some details, but I know I'm missing some site silt fence and maybe some construction entrance for that. I did put on some details for the New York State DOT, but I'm a little bit concerned about some of their regulations for it says minor commercial, which this might be considered. It's a 33-foot radius on the entrance. So that would really bring it out really far. because this is only a 16-foot wide driveway, and with a 33-foot radius, it's pretty big. So I guess the DOT might have some comments on that when they review the permit. I'm not sure. So we did show some lighting, some landscaping. I saw one of the comments was from the Orange County Planning, I believe, about a tree that was to be removed as part of the driveway entrance, but I don't really see that on here. It comes close to the existing tree that's there, but it's not going to be removed. It's a spruce tree. Any other questions or comments?
That's fine, we're good. Kristen?
Sure. This project, just to remind everyone, this project site is just for the approval of Lot 3 within the Lands of Duffy subdivision that was approved by this board. The subdivision was approved in 2021. This is just for Lot 3 for the site plan approval. Converting an existing garage on the site to a barber shop, individual well and septic, and access comes out to 32 via a shared driveway. As we discussed, we asked the last time this applicant was here to add, they needed to add 1 parking space, they added 2, that's fine. They did map the mature trees that are required to be removed for the development. We did speak about last time the proof of filing for the shared driveway easement. I don't know if you had trouble finding that, but that's still gonna need to be provided before the plans are signed, because otherwise you don't have an access road at all. We did review the Orange County Planning Department comments that came in at the end of July. No countywide impacts were identified, no binding comments, so nothing else to do there. This is an unlisted action under seeker. We had a minor comment on the short EAF that the applicant provided. I sent you an email to just make that minor change, but I don't have anything back, so you still have to do that for me. It's a really minor change, it's just adding the agencies because the DOT is an involved agency for this project. Otherwise, we'll defer seeker to the engineer to see if there's any additional comments on septic before we move forward with that. We have nothing else.
Okay, thank you, Kristen. Quinn?
Yeah, so I think at the last meeting, we discussed the septic, and I know the Lands of Duffy approved septic was brought over. I think we just want this revised to reflect the number of chairs in the barber shop and just make sure that the use aligns. As far as flow, I think in the parking calcs you had 3 chairs, but
Yes.
I think the flow aligns as long as there's no hair washing sinks or anything of that nature. So sizing of the absorption field looks fine, we just need that updated. I saw the detail for the parking. That calls out 8 foot wide. On the plans you show 9 foot, so just updating that, making sure that matches the aisle space. I think as you get to the parking spots further into it, I think those don't quite meet the 25 foot requirement for that aisle space. So I think you have the room there, just updating that. And then I just also had a comment on that the applicant should provide the board with any correspondence from DOT. So, and that could be from the Lands of Duffy subdivision.
That's fair. Okay, all of those can be in the resolution subject to. That's good. Okay, Steve?
No comment.
Sir? Good. Next, sir. Arden? Mary Beth? Len?
So the only question I've got is, you're showing an existing asphalt driveway, and then you're showing a proposed concrete curb in blue. So the fact that you've got the final condition overlaid with the existing condition makes it unclear whether we're going for the blue or the black when you're done with the barber shop, or whether you were intending only when Lot 2 was developed to widen the space. I recall that we wanted to make sure that it was possible for a car exiting Route 32 at speed to be able to make that turn, even if there was a car trying to make a right or left turn out of the road. And so I would just like to emphasize for the record that to me, you gotta go with that proposed concrete curb that's shown, and that includes some improvements on Lot 2 towards Kristen's earlier comment about easements and making sure that's all worked out. You're gonna have to get onto Lot 2 in order to make Lot 3 functional in the way proposed. Does that make sense?
Yes, everything up to the easement line is gonna be built, so that widened 16-foot wide driveway with the curbs, whatever the DOT comes out, is then, this is what radius they wanna use, that will be performed as the
Yeah.
barber shop is built.
I think that's a lot wider than 16 feet between those proposed concrete curbs sitting there. I mean,
I don't know, maybe the original size of the inch is different, but.
Yeah, I think the existing driveway is like 8 feet.
Okay.
I'll have to check the dimensions on that.
but between the two places marked in blue as proposed concrete curb, you've got sufficient room for two vehicles, one arriving and one leaving at the same time.
That's true.
Oh, definitely, it's gonna have to be, because you don't have a lot of sight distance there as far as when a
Yep.
car comes in.
So the existing asphalt driveway is to be demolished or improved to give you the full 16 foot?
Yes, it's gonna have to be totally redone.
Okay, before
The
the,
barber shop opens, not just for lot two?
Yes.
Okay, got it, thank you.
Okay, with that, I don't think there's any serious objections to to approving the project subject to. So could I ask for a resolution approving this project subject to the modifications recommended by Kristen, Quinn, and Led? And we can move it forward so we don't delay it another month.
So moved.
Second,
Second?
all in favor?
Aye.
All right, there you go. So we'll have an approval, we'll have Dominic prepare a resolution subject to the recommendations which you have no objection to.
That's right. All the septic changes and everything.
Okay.
And
the
DOT.
Yeah,
EAF, I sent that in yesterday, but you probably didn't get it. It's on the portal.
Email it to me, like I said in the email.
Okay.
Email it to me,
Okay,
thank you.
thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Star Warehouse.
Good evening, everyone.
Nick Rognetta from Peter Zack and File Engineering, and this is the Star Warehouse project. I believe the last time we were before the board, we were inquiring about potentially changing the use or adding the use of a data storage center. We've removed that from the plans. The applicant doesn't want to go in that direction, so now we're back before the board for final approval.
Okay. Kristen?
Yes, so this is, the applicant has removed the request for the data center, so the applicant had addressed all of our technical comments before the last time they were here. We don't have anything further. They're just removing the request that we talked about last time, so nothing new.
Okay. Good, same.
We have no further comments either.
Okay, around the horn. Mary Beth?
I don't have any comments.
Steve?
No comment.
No comments?
My only question was about removal of the existing water tank, which was part of the, I believe, the mitigation for the view shed impacts of the new tank. I just wanted to ask, note 9 on the expansion plan cover sheet notes that it should be removed prior to the issuance of the certificate of occupancy. That's pretty late in the game, in my opinion. I just wanted to ask our building inspector's opinion about when you think it would be appropriate to have that removal.
I think it should be done before the building permit for the addition is issued.
Then Mr. Chairman, I would like to see note 9 modified to say that tank is coming out prior to the issuance of the building permit as recommended by the building inspector.
So any approval, what we'll do, we won't vote finally on this particular resolution until next month, since that will be a subject to also.
Okay.
But I think that we should have that written into the resolution that Dominic prepares. We can vote on it based on what Dominic comes up with for next month.
Then
So
I
I'll
move
defer
that-
voting finally on it until next month.
I move that we instruct our attorney to prepare a resolution for final approval of this project.
Okay, are you guys okay with that?
Yeah, if that's what the town's requesting.
So, Len, would you put that for the record exactly how
I
you
think I said it.
You got it?
Yes, it's a
All
motion.
right, Quinn, do you have any comments on what Len was suggesting?
Nope.
Yeah, are you in agreement?
Yeah.
Okay, so do you understand that Len is asking that that be a condition subject to the issuance of a building permit, that the tower come down?
Yes, so that will have to be the first thing that's done, and then, just so I'm clear, there will be the 1-year time frame from approval until they can get the building permit for the expansion, still? Or does that change the
Yes.
timing?
No, that's standard.
Right.
Okay, all right.
I'll second that motion.
Do we have did I have a first on that motion?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Okay, so we'll have we'll have Dominic prepare a resolution, and then we will review
I
it
think we
next
need to
month.
vote on
Thank
the
you.
resolution.
I'm sorry,
I think we need to vote on the resolution.
we haven't voted yet. Okay, any questions? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
So, thank you.
All right, thank you, everyone. Have a good night.
I would like to go back to the Lands of Cerritos, and I asked also that the board give me the authority to sign off on the barber shop in the interim, not for this one. The STAR will be discussed at the next meeting after Dunn prepares a resolution. But there were so few issues with the barber shop, I'd asked the board to give me the authority to sign, once all these conditions are met, subject to, that I'd be authorized to sign the barber shop once they can move along.
Move we authorize the chairman to sign the final for the barber shop.
Second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, board, you trust me. Okay, that's it, and then, last but not least, I do have a small discussion item, very brief. Amy, I don't want to put you on the spot, but do you have any updates on the plan, comprehensive plan that's being,
Just that we're moving along as scheduled, and that's pretty
does it
much-
look like they'll be finished, you guys will be finished in that 1-year timeframe, or you?
Oh, yes,
Yeah?
yeah, right.
Very good.
And does the comprehensive plan have to come to
Missed the
us
deadline yet.
for review and comment prior to approval?
Yes, but
I think
it won't come from the committee. The committee will refer a draft to the town board, and part of its approval, as part of its referral, they'll have to refer it to your board, to Orange County Planning, and
Right, I
they'll
just
have
hope
to do.
whatever timing people have in mind for the moratorium and or pending projects is,
Also considering the review period that has to follow the submission to the town board.
Actually, I'm not sure honestly what your town zoning actually says, if it requires you to get the plan or just the zoning, but it might just be the zoning that you get to comment.
that's what I'm asking. I wasn't sure if we
We
had
have to review the plan
Let's see
itself
the
or just the zoning.
I think it's
honestly don't
subject
know.
to, not our approval, but rather our review.
Yeah, I think we review it and then issue a letter of recommendations to the town board, but I don't remember the last time we did it some time ago.
It was 2019 was the last time.
Yeah. And I don't
I guess that
remember,
was when it was
yeah,
adopted, so it would have been, 2018 would have been you actually reviewing it.
so we're now zeroing in on exactly how long my memory persists, which is
7 years is a no.
so I don't remember whether we looked at it before or after.
But going in, we have stellar representation on
Yeah,
that
oh,
board.
sure, I just mean from the point of view of
Not better.
timing, Mr. Chairman.
Yeah.
That there are people out there who, are floating capital and everything else
Yeah.
to bring projects to fruition. They need to know what the timing is.
We're on schedule, and plan to,
The schedule's for completion is the end of December, is that what it was, or January?
that's a little, I think, December, January is probably,
I think there's 9 chapters, and I just sent Win chapters 5 and 6 today. So
Okay.
I think that the last chapter is just implementation, so it's gonna be just like an implementation list of all of the recommendations. It's not any new data. So really only, in theory, only like 3 chapters to go, but you gotta get everyone to agree on the chapters while you're at it.
So I just don't want us to be, so going somewhere with all, I don't want us to be like the toad in the road stopping it up.
So if we do need to review it prior to final adoption.
Could you explain this toad in the road thing?
Yeah, well, there's a toad
On the road and you stop your car and you wait for the toad to move.
Oh, you do?
Right, yeah, because you don't want to run over a toad.
He
So-
didn't live in Florida, I feel like.
Yeah, okay, well, maybe you wouldn't run over a toad, I wouldn't run over a toad. Anyway, the point is that maybe we can see a draft earlier, or I don't know, something like that, so that we can accelerate our review if that's something that's desirable to the town.
Well, I'd encourage us, maybe if we need to have a special meeting or whatever for this board to
Right.
review and make recommendations, because again, there is a need to expedite that, so that it's,
That's what I'm saying.
yeah, very good, good comments, Lynn, thank you. Does anyone else have, thank you, Amy. Does anyone else have any comments, questions, issues, concerns? Going once, going twice, I'll ask for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second,
Second.
in favor?
Aye.
Beautiful.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.